you. Timbuktu at the same time. Bullets rip through you, hit your mind. Flat line, get low, and a navigator. Touch more paper, risking my life and freedom, cause I'm a dope chaser. And I want it all, yo, I done it all. Sold 20s of raw, stole guns from the law. The D.E. way, N-I-N-E way. You need some D.O.P.E., come to the PJs. We slang mad boy, and a sad boy. But we try and get money like bad boy, first of the month.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's your boy JS1 Tha Supplier, VVCRadio.com, Aries Lounge, one-on-one conversation. Man, I swear to God, yo, I'm being blessed.
Oh, okay.
This whole month has just been a whirlwind of blessings. Today of all days, yo, I have, in my opinion, the undeniable, true number one king of Baltimore. I'm talking about, yo, he has defined, in my opinion, the sound of what a true Baltimore artist sounds like. You know what I'm saying? From the slang to the personality to the vibes to the tracks. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy that changed the landscape of the entertainment scene for hip hop. If you don't understand, if you don't know who you're looking at right now, you need to wipe your eyes. You know what I mean? Get it straight. The King Tim Trees is in the building, bro. What's good with you, man? I'm blessed, yo. I'm blessed. I'm so happy that you gave me the opportunity for us to sit down and chop it up, because I got a billion questions in real life, man. Yo, growing up in the city, you know what I'm saying, graduating high school and hearing, you know, bankrolls on the radio. You were the first Baltimore, well, it was either the first or the second, because I'm still trying to remember who came first. Was it LMS or was it Tim Trees? But LMS. Those two records, Pure Necessities and Bankrolls, defined for me like a new era. Like, yo, niggas rapping in Baltimore? Like, yo, not only is they rapping, but yo, this is different. Like, oh, this is us talking about streets and areas that we familiar with. Right. It gave me the sense of like, yo, this is us. This is me. Like, this is somebody like me. And I loved it. You know what I mean? And then when we went to the clubs and that banged in Paradox. Right. And then we go to Hammer Jackson that banged them and Hammer Jackson. The girls are shaking their ass and like, yo, like, and if you was down on Baltimore Street, there was definitely some ball 50 hoes. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yo, like, your what you did changed a lot, not just for me. I mean, I became an artist kind of out of the inspiration of that and just being like, yo, like, I want to try. Like, I don't know how, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but fuck it, yo, these niggas got some ill shit going, so why not? So, like, yo, number one, thank you.
Appreciate it, bro.
I want to say that off top. Thank you. I appreciate your contributions. Yo, I appreciate you being a dope artist, and I appreciate you just speaking in your own voice and talking about what you just knew. And at the time, I don't know whether or not it was intentional or not, but it meant a lot to me.
I appreciate that, bro.
And I took literally those CDs everywhere I went in the country. From Atlanta, I lived in Atlanta for 10 years, and when people be like, yo, play some Baltimore music. Bankrolls. Ain't half of my dough. You know what I mean? Like, when I'm in Houston, Texas, like when I was in LA or when I was in New York, like, you were the representation of what, like, yo, if y'all want to know what Baltimore is, boom, this nigga right here. You know what I mean? Bro. You didn't try to sound like nobody else. It wasn't like some New York shit. You know what I mean? It was some definitive, damn, this is some Baltimore shit, yo. And it meant a lot for me to be able to have that. Because, you know, Atlanta had they shit. Right. Houston had they shit. They sound with their production and they home slang and all that. So when you came with that slang, it was just like, that's us. And I'm having a breakdown for people. What does this mean? What does that mean? Oh, no, he talking about this. He talking about that. So, number one, first question out the gate is, how are you doing as a man?
Man, shit, I'm standing tall, G. Extra tall, bro. You know what I mean? Like a man supposed to. G.
That's
a
a fact.
Father, you know what I mean? Straight up. 4 kids, you know what I mean?
4 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Getting that. Ooh.
Got 18-year-old and everything.
Get out of here. 18, bro?
She in college right now. Yeah, yo, so everything been good on that. You know what I mean? On that end, yeah, definitely.
Right. All right. And how's that pen? I mean, you know, we got the new single Whisper out, so how's the pen game?
I mean, you know, it never got rusty.
Okay.
I always pushed it. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Yeah. I always pushed it.
Always had that. You always had confidence in your pen game?
Yeah, I've been writing since I was 12, G.
Wow. I did not know that. All right, then. Well, you know what time? It's time for us to take it back.
That's just a thing that, you know, it's like it's therapy for me. You feel me?
That's good.
I mean?
I feel you. That makes complete sense.
Yeah,
so where were you? What side of town were you born on? East side or west side?
East Baltimore.
Okay. And like when you were born, like what type of household was it? Was it like mad people in the house? Were you like?
Well, from what I understand, yeah, I mean, like, you know, my mother had me when she was 16. You feel me? So she still was at her mother's house. You feel me? So, yeah, it was regular. You know what I mean? But that was only for like 2 years. Then we moved to Freedom Way. You know what I mean? So ever since I was 2, you know what I mean? It's just been me, my mom, and my little brother. You feel me?
Got you.
Yeah.
So what kind of music was playing in the house before you could touch that dial?
What was it? Well, you know, my mother used to listen to a lot of Lisa.
And the Cult Jam. Yeah, that's lit.
What was the name of the group of the dudes with the Jerry curls, your 4/4s? You feel me?
Yo, they was lit. They was, matter of fact, they was just on the Breakfast Club the other day.
But you know, other than that, like Run DMC, you know what I mean? You know, they was touching the radio a little bit.
Right.
You feel me? I can't remember the exact stations it was back in the day, but yeah, they was on.
Definitely.
So Crush Groove and LL, you know what I mean? Like when that whole movie came out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
During that time, like, so I got sparked early. You feel me? Like when I seen it, I was like, yo, I could do that.
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm talking about at a young age, I figured like, yo, I can do that. Like I knew for a fact I could do it, G. You know what I mean?
So, all right, so when you could get your first little money where you could just do stuff on your own and grab music, what was the first, you remember the first tape or CD you bought with your own money?
Yep, I remember. It was, what's the name? It was Easy Does It, and it was Straight Outta Compton. Both of them, it was cassettes.
Ooh, that's a sick combination.
Kmart.
Yo, that's sick.
I remember that.
Easy E and NWA. That's crazy out the gate. First purchases, and the Mom Dukes wasn't tripping, or was you?
Yeah, my mother was tripping.
I'm about to say, my dad literally threw my Public Enemy record out the window, like literally out the window. Like, fuck you, shit. I like, damn. So I don't know.
Yeah.
NWA is a different level.
Yeah, G. Yeah, that's what sparked me though, right there, G. When I heard that, I'm like, it was so easy how, I guess because the amount of cursing they was doing, it was so easy to rhyme like that. I was like, so, you know, I took my little shot at it. I was like, yo, all right, I got this shit, you know what I mean? Wow. And then next thing you know, I just got to writing. And it was something I had to like hide though. You know what I mean? Because
so your mom hates you. There ain't nothing but curse words all up.
G, yeah. But I kept doing it though, G. It was like something that I, like, ever since I started, y'all couldn't stop, G.
Wow.
Like, I do that. Like, yeah, I write.
So like when you actually take the and you sitting down and you writing, is it just kind of like you just free your mind and whatever comes to, or do you like, all right, I'm pissed off at this, or I'm happy because of this, and I'm gonna write about it?
It all depends on how you know what I mean, what you going through at the time when you write. You know what I mean? A lot of times, like, if I got to sit down and write something because it was a project, you know what I mean, then I know how to do that too.
Gotcha.
You feel me? But when I just push the pen just to, you know what I mean, exercise.
Right.
I just write, G. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Whatever come. But I just make sure it makes sense.
Right.
You feel me? If it don't make sense, then you probably never hear it.
Right. You just throw it away or keep it in the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll remix it later or something, G.
So when you 12, you going to school. So are you taking the rhymes to school? Is you like freestyling? Like, or did you just keep it to yourself?
I kept it to myself. Yeah, until I was 15. Until I was 15, because we had like other people around in my area who could rap.
Okay.
You feel me? And I just shocked the whole hood. You feel me?
So wait a minute. So what was it? Tell me about that time that you came out and started displaying. Like, yo, was it like everybody out there freestyling with the beatbox? Because that's how it was back in the day. Niggas ain't had no cell phones, so everybody, it was like either one nigga had the big joint, or somebody y'all at somebody's house.
I can't remember exactly what we was rapping over, or if we was rapping over anything. I just remember shutting it down, and like the only thing you heard was me. So I don't know if it was a beat playing You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. We was just out there spitting, but I know my voice and everybody in shock. You know what I mean? Cause like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Who the fuck? When Wayne start rapping? You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, did you write that for real? Yeah, yo, that's all my shit. You feel me?
So then every time you come out the house, niggas gassing you to spit some more.
Oh, it was just on.
Word.
It was just on. You know what I mean? You talking about the mid 90s. You feel me?
Right.
So everybody like that's when I was like yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. You feel me? Like a real rapper.
Yo, you was early with the decision.
Yo, it was a talent. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, okay, it's undeniable. Like I can't like the reaction of everybody who heard. You know what I mean? This everybody can't be lying. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So yeah, I took that shit serious.
So when's the first time, you know what I'm saying, that you get into a studio or you get into a place where you start recording your voice?
I was 17. I was recording with this dude named Jerry Brown. What's up, Jerry?
Jerry Brown.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a studio. Armageddon Records. That was the name of it.
Records.
Yeah, Armageddon Records. But yeah, I think I recorded like we had ADATs. I don't know, you know, a lot of y'all might not be familiar.
That's
with
before a lot of people time, but
Yeah.
that's my time. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yo. So I got a couple of ADATs. You feel me?
You still got something in the house?
From when I was 17. Nah, I don't got none of it.
I
It
was about to say,
cassettes.
I can get us a player now. I ain't get no records about that joint. but go ahead. So, all right. So you go in the Armageddon Records.
Yeah.
You recording, and so was there like a purpose? Was like the guy like, oh, all right, I want to see you grow into being an artist, or he was just like, yo, come record?
Yo heard me rap, right?
Right.
He already like, it was like, who was it? It was I forgot exactly who it was, but it was somebody who was already dealing with him as far as like they were recording that.
Gotcha.
He was like, yeah, there's a studio around here. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't know how to get in contact with no damn studio back then. You know what I mean? I was 17, G.
Right.
So, I mean, they introduced me to yo, and he was like, you know, like Puff Daddy or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Like, that's how he was carrying it. Yo, like, yeah, okay, go ahead and spit something. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, hold up. I'm the man. You know what I mean? So, I get to spitting, and yo, like, oh, yeah, come see me. You know what I mean? Like this is showing up business.
Right.
And that's how I showing up carried it, though. You know what I mean? So, once we started, yo, every time I went there, yo, I probably knocked about 2 joints.
Wow.
Like,
In a night?
Yeah, getting busy. Cause yo, like I said, I had a whole lot of material. You gotta remember that.
Exactly. You've been writing since you was 12.
Yeah, so like I was forcing shit to work. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But like, I got like three ADATs, yo. 3 ADATs out in that joint for real.
That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of work. So you keep recording. What happens in that relationship? Does that lead into what we get as the first album, or
not the first official album, not Dalton Volume 1.
Okay.
Nah, that's like some lost footage right there. It ain't really lost because I can go get it, but I don't know if I want to let people hear that. G, you know what I'm saying? I was ill though,
right?
But I don't remember exactly.
You may not have been as sharp, you know what I mean? Like that was the time when you were becoming tempered as an artist. You were learning how to create, how to use your voice, and you know what I mean, mold your style or whatever. Like that's crazy. Okay, so what happens in that relationship?
I just started evolving. You know what I'm saying? Like that was entry level. Whereas though I didn't know anything, you know what I mean? I didn't have a studio or any of that, you know what I mean? But as I learned, I'm like, damn, okay, I could do this. You know what I mean? So no disrespect to my man or nothing like that, but it was like, all right, yo, like I can play that position right there by
yourself.
By myself, you feel me?
Correct.
And that's what you have to do though, in life, period. You know what I mean? Once you grow something, you know what I mean? Move on to bigger and better. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
That's how you gotta carry it. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. And everything was cool between y'all. It wasn't,
that's still my, you know what I mean, my homie.
Got you.
That's still my homie.
I got you. So Is there buzz in the neighborhood? Did you have tapes going around with some of your content?
Yeah.
Oh, so the name, the name is growing. So it's like almost like a legend now. You got, oh, you got that Tim record?
It was called Trouble Teens.
Trouble Teens.
Yeah, Tim Trees, Trouble Teens.
Wait a minute. Is that like a whole project?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, yo.
That's the ADAS. This was on ADAS.
Hey, it makes sense though. You 17, trouble teens. Like, okay, you getting out the porch for the first time for real. Getting into trouble. You know what I mean? Wilding out.
You know what I mean?
So was you like just dubbing tapes for people and just being like, yo?
Yeah, we was getting busy. Like me and Jerry, I'm like, yo, all right, yo, we like, all right, this is my first joint. We putting it out. I'm putting out the album, y'all. You know what I mean? That's how it went. Yo, I'm putting out the album, yo. Make sure you cop one of my tapes, G. Cop my tape.
How much you selling the tapes for back then?
Back then, $5.
Oh, you was giving them the good move. Yeah. Because you had to compete with the bootleggers out there at the time.
You gotta remember, yo, this was like before P and all that, yo. So I was giving out like hella music, yo, for $5.
That's a fact.
On a cassette.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So.
All right. So were you the same classic? Like, did you have intros and skits and stuff on that joint?
Skits and all that, G. Yo, you gotta remember, yo. You talking about straight out of Compton, G, and Easy Does It. This was like my template for real.
Right.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So it's like you can't have a tape without skits. That's how I felt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration? Like, what was the main component in the content for the album? Like, what was the main subject matter?
Basically what I was going through at the times.
Stuff in the neighborhood.
Like, you'll hear a lot of 90s Baltimore living if you hear that joint right there.
Word.
You feel me? You'll hear it from the point of view of somebody who was living in Baltimore City during the 90s.
Got you. So in your selling of the album, cause you out when you promoting, were you performing?
I did a show. It was a show called Underground TV. It used to come on back in the day, right? Dude named Randall. I can't remember what channel it was on though, right? It was public access or whatever, right? But yeah, yo, did that a few times. And during the time of me doing that, I did a Showdown Choices. You feel me? That's when I first met 50,000 Heads. You feel me? Ray Luger, Steve Low Key and all them, you know what I mean?
For those who may not be familiar with 50,000 Heads, can you give us a little bit of illumination?
That's like one of the first, one of the most known hip hop movements, groups. You know what I mean? Because they was deep. Them niggas, it was
50,000 deep.
So it was a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
like producers and rappers and singers.
It was entertaining though, G, you know what I
Right.
mean? And I was like, okay. Like that's, I guess like, if you want to be serious, that's the first time I saw a Scar. I mean, Scar was with him. You know what I mean? Like they was deep. You know what I mean?
Word.
And that's the first time I really in my career or the start of my career said, okay, I got competition. Right? Like that's the first time I ever said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I see Scar, I'm gonna think it's competition. So, especially if you some rap and shit. He been nice for a long time.
It was the whole damn. It was the whole damn joint. It was a bunch. It was like damn, okay, like they got a whole fucking group of them niggas. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just me by myself. Like that's what I felt was the competition. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, damn, okay, it's me against that movement right there.
I can see. I can see.
But you know what I mean? Like I'm a big Doug G.
That's a fact.
I'm a big Doug G. You know what I mean? Not to be. You know what I mean? That's how I was. That's my way of thinking. That's how it always been, G. You know what I mean? Like my competition, like I always used to look at people that was in the industry. You know what I mean? You talking about a kid. And this how I'm looking at it though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay. That's my competition, Wu-Tang Clan. You know what I'm saying? No, we talking about the 90s.
That's a fact.
So I'm like, yeah, Wu-Tang Clan, that's my competition. I was like, Big, yeah, Pac and all them. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm thinking. You feel me? Like I'm dead serious. Like, yo, yeah, I got a spot in the game. So yeah.
Okay, so how are people responding as you're doing these performances in the shows? Because the content is different. Like what you doing and what they was doing is different. Right. So like, how are people like gravitating to it early?
All right, this is how it went. Right. All right, I did my first show that I ever did was up Capping, right? I got booed, right?
Oh, he being honest. Yo, let's go.
Yo,
let's go.
All right, check this out, right? I get booed, right? Okay, I'll tell you. I can remember everything I had on. Yo, I had on some Levi's, right? Some blue Levi's Nike boots. I had on a green fatigue jacket. I mean, a blue Nike hoodie, and a damn lion head necklace. Right? Was it real? No. But all right, so let's go. Right. So I'm on stage doing my thing. You know what I mean? But this was the thing though, right? When I get there to do the show, they tell me, "Oh yeah, you can't cuss." I'm like, "Damn, okay." You know what I mean? I don't got no edited versions of, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So I'm thinking quick. I always had a stash of good raps, stuff that I could let my mother hear. You know
Got you.
So, you know what I mean? But when I came out there trying to edit it, my little grimy shit,
it's rough.
you know what I mean? So they get to bomb me, G. I'm talking about like, they hands get to going up in the air and shit. Like they start doing like this. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, I was hurting, G. My girl in the audience, her mother. Oh, yo, it's packed in here, G. They ready to get the boy your boy. So I switched it up. Now I mean, started doing the little good boy songs. Yo, they started clapping for me. And then right then and there, I was like, okay, that's how you work a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You had to figure out who you dealing with and give them what they need.
But in a split second, though, you got to do it. You know what I mean? You got to figure this thing out real quick because they getting ready to start booing. The boos are getting louder.
Word. So what was your stage name at the time? Has it always been
Tim Trees?
Yeah. And then where did the name Tim Trees come from?
All right, check this out. All right, there was a group, right? Now I was a fan. I almost left my men out, right? All right, boot camp click, right? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah, I was a big fan. Like I was like, yo, they hard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? The whole damn thing. I mean, rock out the scout. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I heard the word Tim Trees, and I'm like, okay, it's for the boot and all. But I was like, no, that's me. You know what I mean? That's just what it was. Once I heard Tim Trees, I was like, okay, that's it. That's my name, right? That's what we going with, Tim Trees.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, we keep it all we real.
I thought it was about weed, but it's all good. Oh, all right, well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is legal now, though, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, yeah, man, yeah.
Why not?
I was getting busy.
I know more white people that smoke than black people, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but.
So, all right, so you come off stage, so you learn an important lesson about crowd
control.
control.
Off stage hurt.
You was still hurt though, even though you turned it around at the end.
But that was the first time I ever got like that was a shock to my system, like to my ego. This is my alter ego we talking about. I'm forming here, right? So I present it to everybody, deep. And then next thing you know, it get a crack in that bitch. I'm holding it together. I'm trying to hold it together on stage,
right?
You feel me? I'm like, oh shit, okay. I get on stage. I'm just like, whew. Shit, all right, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to run somewhere and hide. But, you know what I mean? Like, that shit, like, strengthened me, though. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, like, showing enough. Like, I was like, that shit will never happen again. I got something for these motherfuckers. You feel me? I got something for them. So it'll never happen again.
So now is it?
And it never happened again.
I bet. If you taking it like that, you took it hella serious.
Yo.
So did you develop? So out of that, what steps did you take to prevent that from ever happening again?
Never just stand like just standing like a bump on a log and just like sitting there rapping and like rapping into the mic and not even paying the crowd no attention. Right? You have to, you know what I mean, get the crowd involved some kind of way, G. Even if it's just with eye contact, bro. Show them that, you know what I mean, like, okay, this is my shit. You know what I mean? Y'all are welcome to my shit, but if you don't like it, you can leave. You gotta have that type of attitude. You feel me? I'm talking about on stage. Like, your stage presence gotta be like, yeah, welcome to the Tim Trees show. You feel me? Nah, welcome to the Tim Trees show, y'all. Nah, G, welcome to the Tim Trees show.
Word.
You understand what I'm saying? Y'all go get y'all money worth. Straight up.
That's a fact. Okay, so
I practiced in the mirror a lot.
Got you.
To answer your question.
I thought you went back in the studio like, shit, I'm about to write this whole new vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Because like Busta Rhymes is great with crowd participation because his records are essentially made for crowd participation.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I always thought your records were great for live shows because you rap in a pace that we can just easy to catch on to. You know what I'm saying? And then your hook is simple. So it's like easy. Once you say it once, I can run it back right behind you. So like, you know, I mean, that might be a part of it, but you know, I don't know. It's your story, not mine.
I always had a formula though.
Gotcha.
I mean, as far as to go with the,
right.
It's just picking the right beat, putting the right hook on it. I mean, whatever you do, like this is for anybody else. I mean, whatever you do in between the hooks, you can slide, right? But me, I pick the right beat, I put the mean ass hook on there, and then I'm going to each and every fucking bar, right? I'm gonna try to put some slick shit in there. Slick shit all the way through. I don't just like fill it up with bullshit. It's like, all right, let's just race to this hook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
No, I got
feel
you.
that pressure. I just make sure like I builds that bitch.
Right.
I build it bar by bar. You know what I mean? And then we gonna end this bitch slick to get to this hook. You know what I'm saying? Like I put work into my
It's a
shit.
lot of craftsmanship going into each record.
Yeah, but it's crazy because sometimes like some people won't even like appreciate what you're doing. They won't know like this. What I'm saying, we dealing with an audience that's like they not rappers. You
Right.
feel me? They just want to hear some shit, right? So they don't care if you rhyme them compound words.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's the type of shit that I be like worried about.
Cause you rapping to other MCs.
I'm just rapping to ears. You know what I'm saying? Ears. I'm going to get a different reaction from the different ears that I hit.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
I'm trying to hit the consumer ear though.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But if your ego is a certain type of way, when you hear my shit, it might rub you the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, hold on. I think he talking about nah, G. It's just like the preacher. You know what I'm saying? Talking in church and somebody feeling like, oh my God, yo almost was watching me last night.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's just the effect that I have. You know what I'm saying? When you building your bars like that though, yo, it's gonna be like that.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact. Now wait a minute, where you got all of this from NWA and Eazy-E?
No, that was just the template.
Right.
And
then you just started.
I got wear Baltimore. I got wear instead of being an LA hat, I got wear
Baltimore hat.
Right. I gotta get the Oreo. You know what I mean? Jimmy Jang.
Right.
You feel me? Like that was just my template. Like what they did, I put a Baltimore twist on that. But as far as the rapping goes, nah, it's easier for me to rap like I talk. So okay, let's just go and like we some slick talking niggas, man. Nah, man, I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit you, G. Like my hood, yeah, we feel like we the slickest talkers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, F&P. That's man. That's old Baltimore for you, G. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So what you hearing is me thinking that my hood is slickest talkers. And me talking on behalf of people from my hood. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So, like, when we get to rapping, we rapping to each other. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I was, you know what I mean? That's how I structure it. You know what I mean? It's going to sound like a Baltimore conversation when you hear it. You know what I'm saying?
It really does. It really does. It really does, bro. Like that's ill. All right. So after the shows, I mean, like, you know, so after that one show, you do what?
I'm copping.
Yeah, I'm copping. Did you do other stuff like different like smaller venues?
Yeah, I did.
Like open mics and different stuff like that?
No, I did choices. A few times, and I did like I said, I was doing an underground TV show. So every time you do an underground TV show, you probably gonna be at some type of venue somewhere anyway. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was doing that. Now that's from like what 17 to I guess like 21, and that's when the legend began.
Right. And it starts getting so big. You know what I mean? Like the name starts really rolling.
That's when I dropped. That's when I dropped Dog I Ain't One.
Word. So Like the first time I met you, you were with a small group of people. It was like a group of individuals. Like I remember it being what, Baltimore Records or Baltimore Records or
Baltimore Records.
All right, so like was that? How did that get
All
formulated?
Right, that right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It was my homies, right? So I had moved for Freedom Way, and I moved with my grandmother. You feel me? So on my grandmother block, that's where I met my man Dre. You know what I mean? Now Dre, that's my little homie Scotty brother. You feel me? So this my homie. So he was like, yo, this is how everything happened for me. Somebody heard me rapping. You feel me? Somebody heard me rapping, and like every time I rap, the right people heard me rap. You feel me? From going into a studio, somebody heard me rapping. Oh yeah, come over here. You know what I mean? To putting out like showing up albums. You know what I mean? One of my homies heard me rapping. He was like, yo, I got some bread coming. You know what I mean? You know how like, you know, you out there drinking and everything, right? And you know, my hoods get to talking. So he be like, man, yeah, we gonna make it happen one day. You feel me? You get to talking like that out there. But like my shit was like always inspirational though, you feel me? So it's like when a crowd of motherfuckers around their head, they're like, yo, we gonna make it. You know what I mean? Like I inspired everything around me, you feel me? So it's like, yeah, yo, we is gonna make it, G. You know what I mean? And they inspired me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, yo. So back to the story though. You know what I mean? So Dre told me like, yo, I'm gonna get some bread. We gonna do this shit. So somebody I was doing business with, you know what I mean, heard me rap, and yo, like, yo, why you doing this, yo? You know what I mean? You might as well do the rap thing. And I was like, well, you know, shit, I guess so, you know what I mean? So he's like, yo, you know, Dre my man and everything. So, like, these two knew each other. So you got Manny and Dre, you know what I mean? Manny and Dre and me. That's Baltimore Records right there.
Wow.
So, long story short, probably like 2 months later, Dre come around. Yo, come on, yo, we gonna go start a record label. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, yo, we gonna start a record label. I don't know what we gonna call it. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, we gonna call it Baltimore Records. Right? Baltimore Records, right? BEATEMORE Records, right? These niggas gonna do the paperwork. By the time I said that, should say BDA More Records.
I'm glad that you admitted it. Because when I read it the first time, I said, what the Yo, I said, yo, this some Baltimore shit. For real. Record label, some ghetto shit. I said, well, hey, this hometown pride right here. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, G, that's what it was.
That's crazy.
Like, everything was already in stone, right?
And I love the fact that they didn't even question you. Like, yeah, beautiful. How do you spell it? Niggas just put the B and the D in the. Let's go.
Right, so like we was like everything was dead serious. I'm like, oh shit, all right, we got the product. You know what I mean? We got a rapper. We ain't had no beats though. So niggas like, well, I know a nigga make beats. So who we wanna? I knew somebody though. I knew Country, Big Country.
Right.
I mean Randy from Stay Getting. So I'm like, yo, okay, yeah, I mean, matter of fact, he did 4 joints on my first album.
Really?
Right? Yeah, he did 4 joints on that. But this is how I met Rod. Manny was like, yeah, I know a dude who make beats or whatever. His name Rod Lee. I was like, his name was familiar because I'm like, all right, that's a club DJ.
Right.
I was like, nah, yo. I was like, yo, make club beats. Yo. I was like, I don't think he make rap beats. He was like, yo, he started to make them. So I was like, all right. So we got down there. He let me hear Timbuktu and Shorty Shorts with a club at. Like, they was the first 2 beats your last hear, right? So, knocked Timbuktu off, wham. Came back, did Shorty Shorts with a club at. Know what I mean? Me and Smiley knocked that joint off. Know what I mean? What was the 3rd joint? I can't remember, but I know the 8th joint was Bankrolls.
Right.
You feel me? I know the 8th joint I recorded was Bankrolls.
Tell me about the night, yo. Come on, yo. Set the scene, yo.
Oh, for Bankrolls?
Hell yeah. Y'all was in the studio.
Okay, yo.
What's going on? Was it ladies there? Was it Tennessee on deck? What's going on?
All right, this how it is for Bankrolls, right? So I'm in my grandmother's basement, right? All right, they gave me the beat. I get 3 beats at a time, right?
Gotcha.
For the project. I get 3 beats at a time. Once I knock them out, then I can move on to the next joint.
Gotcha.
Right? So bankrolls, right? I'm like sitting back like, man, like it really got on my nerves for real.
Why?
Because like they was forcing it.
Gotcha.
I was like, I would see the type of beats and shit that I like back then. It was like more so like down south type beats.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So I'm like, all right, yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? But they was like, yo, this the one. Like they was sure, yo. They was sure, and I think it was me like being stubborn. That's why I didn't recognize it at the time. But I did it like with my eyes closed, though. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it in my grandmother's basement. They gave me the beat. I'm sitting there writing to it. All right, mucho dinero, Ben CS 00. Like, it was easy for me. We in here, no more playing the radio. They was like, be slick. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm doing. Like, I'm sitting back thinking about all their concerns while I'm writing, right? Be slick. Y'all talk about money. So I'm like, all right, we want me to talk about money. So I'm going to talk about money like crazy. I'm going to talk about crazy bread. I'm talking about like having like the ships that Homeboy had, Christopher Columbus had or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we talking about some Brindle Pitbull coach, G. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to be funny towards these niggas, but nah,
right.
Man, I'm like, all right, I got it though. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. And they heard it, and niggas like, yo, this shit. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, okay, what's the next beats? Where the next beats at?
So you really subbing your own squad in the records. You kind of dissing them like, yeah, you're going like this. You want me to be over the top? I'm going to be over the top.
Yo, but not just them though, yo, because at the time, you know what I mean, my girlfriend, you know what I mean, which is my wife now, you know what I mean, but at the time, she was pregnant, so like the whole... You know what I mean? Can I pay your bills and all that? You know what I mean? Like in the hook.
Gotcha.
And then at the time, you had like the Destiny Child, can you pay my bills?
Right.
You know
just came out. Right.
I was lashing out at all females and all people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was going through it at the time. See?
I can see.
Through it, man. I had my first baby on the way. You feel me? I'm like, yo, I got to get $1 million. Like that was my whole thing. Like $1 million specifically. like it was going to like solve all problems. Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. So what's the process? Like you write the song, you take it to the studio. Does Rod listen to it, or he not care? Like, all right, you don't already got the beat, so go ahead and do your thing. Or was he like really hands on?
Rod was like when it came down to that one. Now I mean, like Dawn Volume 1, yo, since we recorded it at Rod's spot, you know what I'm saying? Like Rod, like, all right, you remember back in the day, right? You might go over your homeboy house and he might have a Nintendo, right? And he just got a new game, right? So it's like, yeah, come on over and watch it. You know what I mean? But like, I can't play it, though.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like he's showing it off for real. But I gotta say, he hands on though, yo. You know what I mean? Like that's why. If you listen to that, like the way it's recorded, right? I couldn't. He wouldn't let me punch in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to hip him to it, like back in the day, like yo, you can just punch me, like stop it right there and save that.
Right?
No, yo, like I had to spit all that like straight through. Like if you listen to my first album, everything is. That's why
no punch-ins.
Right. That's why it sound like that though too though.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it was a lot of. It was a nice little mixture of shit going on. That's how you get that sound right there.
Word.
You feel me?
That's deep.
You got a person who's mad. You know what I'm saying? Pissed off. Like yo, I don't even feel like even recording this shit no more. You know what I mean? But. We gonna make this shit work though, you know what I mean? So that's the type of sound you get, G. I got a baby on the way. That's the type of sound you get. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, though, yeah.
So Dalton Family Value, was it Dalton Value 1? Why did that name get chosen for the album?
Dalton Value 1. Mm-hmm. All right, so you talking about Timothy Dalton, right? So that's a 007, License to Kill, right? Mm-hmm. Basically, that's what it is, just License to Kill. Volume 1.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Double entendre. Don't ask me how. That's deep. So you finished the album. Mm-hmm. You know, what's the vibe from everybody in the group? Is everybody excited? Is everybody kind of like, yo, I don't know? Is they like, this is a go?
All right, well,
because you have a really interesting mixture of records on the album. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm thinking Rod Lee would be thinking, yo, this needs to be more party, and your homeboys might be like, yo, this needs to be more street. You know what I mean? So everybody's kind of on the same page.
No, it was like me saying this need to be more street, and all them like, nah, this is just right. We need more. We need some more party shit on here. You know what I'm saying? But it was one thing. It was one thing that was really stopped that album from happening, though.
What's that?
Aha. It's like, no, it was We Don't Love Him.
We Don't Love Him.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
We Don't Love Him.
So why would a song stop the album from coming out?
Because they didn't want the song
to be on the album?
On the album, and I said we can't.
Wait a minute, because they ain't want you to have a love song?
No, I'm talking We Don't Love Him.
No, okay, We Don't Love Him. Okay, I'm about to say, I'm like, what the hell? It's off the album. It's off the album. I haven't heard the album. Ain't gonna lie, I ain't heard the album in a couple of months. So
you talking about churches in session? So I'm gonna play the preacher. So let me kick that song, right?
This is about a girl named Keisha.
Yeah. Yo, so they like, y'all, nah. I'm like, yo, okay, if they can't go on there, yo, just erase everything, yo. This deal was done.
It's because the song was too close to home.
I think they just was like, yo, that's going like offend a bunch of females.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
They was like, they was looking at it from.
Yo, your friends is really business minded, yo. I have to give them props. They were really looking at all sides of it. Yeah. My ignorant ass, I have a song called Nasty Bastard I did when I was 17. Like, we didn't give a flying fuck. Nobody thought that this might not be a good idea. We was just like, this is what we created. We like it. Let's go.
Right.
So, props to your homeboys. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
So you really stood your ground just for the one song?
Yeah. Yo, because listen, all right, what was that? I think that was a six joint, right? Mm-hmm. All right, when it's all said and done, right? Bankroll got a lot of attention on the album. We Don't Love Them sold that motherfucking album, bro. We Don't Love Them sold that album, G.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? So
that's deep.
Like, that's crazy because like I said, I was going through it, G. It was like really some emotional shit for real, me throwing the album out there. I'm going to put it out because if we not put it out, then shut this shit down. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting it out because I'm going through it right now. I'm hurting. Yeah, fuck all these hoes. You know what I'm saying? So once I threw it out, though, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have put that motherfucker on the album.
Right.
Yo, until they came up with a dance for it. Right, so I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I do know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Man, your pride gets deep. You know what I mean? Yo, you in your mode now, 100%. So, does the single come out first before the album? Do y'all really do a proper rollout on the album?
All right. So as far as it goes, well, it was October 2000, right? Mm-hmm. That's when we started leaking the stuff that we were recording in the basement or whatever.
Gotcha.
Right? All right, so. That's how like Bankrolls got chose for real because like people heard it. You know, you give a nigga a CD and say, right. Yo, don't let nobody hear it. Nothing.
And then they let everybody hear it.
Yeah. So it was a little testing though. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, that Bankroll shit is, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, here we go. That fucking song that they was talking about. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling, right? Oh man, all right. I'm trying to ignore that shit. Like, oh no, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Next thing you know, yo, around this area, yo, that Bankroll shit, yo, all right, okay, yo. And then these niggas, they happy every time they hear it, and they looking at me and shit like, yo, yeah, yo, you hear that? I'm like, all right, yo. So one time we pulled up, what area was it? It was like Kenyon, right? It was this store called Clark's. So like all these little dudes out there, right? So I'm like, they like, yo, what's up, yo? You finished with the album? Like, let us hear some of that. You know what I mean? So the first thing they do, they play Bankrolls. Yo, I swear, G, that shit was undeniable, dude. Like, I couldn't even deny it no more. Like, once I seen the whole sidewalk light up like that, yo, like it was a fucking party over there, G. I say, all right, okay, yeah, we got something with it. I should be feeling good about this. I made it.
I'm about to say, it's still yours.
Right. But it's just not
the one you wanted.
You know what I mean? But yeah, though, yeah, once that happened, and then they started playing it down trilogies. I mean, what was it called again? The Tunnel, right?
Don't even give me to remember.
Oh, that, yeah.
Like, yo, I don't even remember.
It was called The Tunnel, right? They started playing it down there, right?
Got you.
These niggas, one more time, right? Just to etch this shit in stone, right? They like, yo, you gotta come out, yo, and see how they react to it when they play it, yo. I was like, all right, well, yeah, it's cool. He's like, nah, yo, you really gotta see it, yo. These motherfuckers be going crazy. I was like, hell no, right?
Shit.
Yeah, I go down there, right? I'm standing on the stage, right? And the whole club like packed. I mean, yo, they played that shit, yo. These motherfuckers went crazy in there. I said, oh shit. We got a hit right here, G. You know what I mean? And these niggas told you. Yeah, y'all did. We do got a hit right here, G. You feel me? And then you're like, after that, it was on, G. It was on.
So y'all print the vinyl up.
Right.
You start getting them out to the DJs.
Exactly.
DJs are loving it.
Right.
Were y'all doing record pools at the time?
Yeah, we was going through Quicksilver record pool at the time. We was getting distribution through Liaison and Downtown Locker Room. So we was doing with Sean Caesar. So they already got the DJs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, at the time, that's how it was. That's how it was structured. They
Right.
already had the DJs. So it was like, damn, okay. We ready to push this. And I got 2 distribution companies working together. You know what I mean?
Right.
We gonna push this. All right, it's in all Downtown Locker Rooms. All right, it's in all stores in Maryland.
Yeah.
And that bitch went crazy. You know what I mean?
It was everywhere. And I remember y'all had posters up throughout the city.
Yeah, we did
Y'all
that.
had
I mean, shout out to Fifth Gear. I mean, AE and them, they did the street team, like the street promos.
Right.
Back in the day, right? They was putting up the what's name. But then after that, like as they was doing it, we was doing it right there with them. I had a street team too. I had a whole hood. Remember the people that was inspiring, that was inspiring me? Yeah. So all of them, they in school. You gotta remember that, right? I locked their kids down, G. You feel me? So when we getting the flyers and the posters and all that shit printed up, I'm giving 50 to like all these kids that go to all these different high schools. Lock the whole high school shit down, G. You know what I mean? Then they start doing the fashion shows at the high schools. Did a tour. You feel me? Like we talking about 2001, G. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's big.
That was the strategy. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yo, people my age and older at the time, I'm like, yo, they probably ain't going, you know what I mean, fuck with this shit too tough. So I know the kids is, you know what I mean, and the kids was loving it. You know, I'm like, yo, shit, yeah, we got the future.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but the old people was liking it too, though. So I'm like, damn, okay, we good. We dropped a bomb right here.
That's crazy. So what's it like, you know, the record is doing well on the radio, the clubs are rocking, the CD comes out first week and the sales is going crazy. What is it like for you emotionally? Like, because it's not like the first one. The first one is you selling tapes for $5 a piece.
Right.
But now we doing CDs, we doing tapes. So you got vinyl all over the city, and it's you and your homeboys. Like, what's that feeling like?
Is a feeling of like a great accomplishment. You feel me? I'm talking about just being a young black male in that type of position at that time in your life, and you got all of these things going on. You got a baby on the way. You understand what I'm saying? And you starting to see it work for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, anything that you put your mind to and you put force behind, you understand what I'm saying? In a strategic way, it'll work for you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you just gotta really believe, and you have to really like put that plan together. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes you need help. You need other people around you. You know what I mean? You just gotta be willing to accept it and be used in a way where as though it let like all us get some bread from off of this thing that we all agree put something towards.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So at the time when y'all were putting it together, and I'm only asking this because I asked Rod, got a bunch of other people I asked, were y'all worried about publishing back then? Was that a thing? Was y'all like, yo, we gotta make sure that all of our this and that is together? Like, was y'all focused on that, or was it like, nigga, let's put this shit the fuck out?
It was just the copyrights, yo. We just did the copyrights.
Y'all did the old school copyright joint? When you mail it to yourself?
No, it's in the Library of Congress.
Okay,
bro.
you got your joint copyright.
December the 15th of 2000.
Got you.
You know what I mean? So like I said that we leaked it October of 2000.
Got you.
Copyright is the whole shit. December 15th of 2000 and dropped that motherfucker through the stores February 2001. That was the official release date.
Did y'all have an album release party?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sucky.
yeah.
Do you remember what club it was in?
We had two.
Why
yeah,
not?
two album release parties. One of them was down Baltimore Live, and I believe the other one was at the Tunnel. It was like they was right around the corner from each other. So like, you know, go ahead and bust it up real quick, run out. You know, a lot of niggas was like just running around the corner. Like
Right.
we'd just jump in the car and drive around the corner. But a lot of people was just running right around the corner. We was deep like that. You know what I'm saying? Like hella deep. I'm talking about I'm getting kids in there. Like, yo, this is my staff. You know what I'm saying? Shit. This is my staff right here, man.
So, all right. So, how do things change from the recording process to Tim Trees is now the man? Like, what changes?
As far as what?
Like, was there any major changes in lifestyle? Was the money flowing a lot better at that point? Was like, you know what I'm saying? The baby comes. So, like, you know what I mean?
See, when the baby came, that's like, I really wasn't, like, my rap shit was buzzing, but, like, myself, I wasn't there. Like, that was something that could stand alone by itself. Like,
Right.
Like, I was just, like, dead serious. Like, yo, this shit is serious. Not this shit, but what's going on, the situation that I'm in right now is serious. I got a baby.
Right.
You feel me? That, like, if I don't take care of it, something will happen.
Something gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? So that became my main focus. You know what I mean? Just like, and it wasn't hard like I thought it was going to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was easy.
Right.
It was easy, but it required my attention. You know what I'm saying? It
Gotcha.
required my attention for real.
So, after the album comes out, are you traveling a lot? Like, as far as like Philly, or y'all just kept it Baltimore?
I'm not doing no traveling. Like, I was just like, yo, all right, okay.
I'm going back home.
I did a what? I went to New York a few times, but other than that, no, I wasn't doing no traveling. I was just like, I did every club in this city, G.
Probably about 10 times over.
I did my first year. I did 52 shows. I did.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did a show every.
That's
weekend.
one show a week,
right? Every weekend, right? But at the same time, I did a few shows those nights though. You feel me? So like, I know for a fact it was 50. It might have been over 50 though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Gotcha.
I just like, that was my focus, right? It was like, oh yeah, we're just locking down Baltimore, right? And I'm like, if like now, it's like, yo, you supposed to lock down a region at least. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I mean, I'm looking at it like, yo, this shit is easy. Like, I can see it now. You know what I'm saying? But when you like in that shit, it's like you focus on what's around you. You know what I mean? You don't see the big picture. You feel me?
Right.
You focus on what's around you. And at the time, around me was my child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. It was all right. I did go down what's name. I took the Be a Friend joint. I took that down Virginia. I took that down there. I was down there for about a month.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? But as far as like traveling, that's all it was, yo. Nah, man.
Now, did the industry ever reach out to you? The music industry ever reach out to you? Because Eric Nell and Dookie Man both said on camera that, like, in their dealings with the industry, your name came up many times. Like, people were asking about, well, who's Tim Trees? Where can we find Tim Trees? Like, because the record was doing so well, you know what I mean? In and around Baltimore. Yeah. So, like, did the industry ever reach out to you?
Yeah.
So
this is the thing though, G. Listen, yo. All right, I'm just going, like I told you, G. I'm going to go ahead and keep that shit all the way real with you, G. My arrogance at the time against the establishment, right? Yeah, yo, it had me like, man, this shit. I mean, like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what y'all talking about with this right here. I think it was 75. Something like that, you know what I mean, for a single. And like I'm at the time, I'm like, yo, well, let me just do the region. And they're like, no, you need to do the whole United States. And I'm like, all right, what was up with the video? They was like, well, you gotta sell at least 250,000 copies, and then we can shoot a video for you. I'm like, damn, this shit is. You know what I mean, you're not helping me out at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of stuff. Now, if I look at it, I'll be like, all right, I probably could bust that move now. But at the time, it was like, nah, I deserve more than this. You know what I mean? Like I was feeling myself, G. I was feeling myself, G.
We humans, and I think, I know for a fact that doing these interviews, a lot of us grew up without information.
Yeah,
so we didn't know that was a good deal or a bad deal or exactly what to do. You were really the only thing we had was whatever knowledge we had at the time, and at the time, ain't no way to bullshit around it. You were the biggest thing smoking in the region.
The thing though, right? With me, you talking about a deal with me at that time. That wasn't just a deal with me. You know what I mean? Like, it was a deal that was going. You got to talk to a certain amount of people about, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I got partners now. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have got certain type of deals in this state right here, then yeah, okay, we can do it. But if I got to split it up, then no, it ain't really worth me doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because 75 now becomes 25. And that ain't nothing. That'll last you about a month and a half. You know what I mean? 2 months. Especially with the kid. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
That's a fact. Okay, so the album's out. It's doing well. The industry's reaching out. You do moving around. You do 50,000 shows. You know what I mean? How long between the first album do we get the second album? Is it like a year, 2 years between the span?
What was it? I think the second album came out in 2002. I think it did. It was right after we did the Be a Friend joint with the boy Davon. And I remember that came out first though. You know what I mean? Because we was gonna try to throw it on the second album. I'm like, that right there, that's gonna sell the second album. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what happened there. It was something with the management or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, we dropped that like 2002, I believe, and like. That was like that song, Be a Friend, was like that's what people was expecting.
Right.
So it was like, nah, I want the other Tim Trees shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it kind of like worked against me for real.
So the second album has more samples. It's more sample heavy. Yeah. You know what I mean? And some of them are noticeable. I mean, if you watch television and movies and stuff like that, you will get it. Some people probably wouldn't. So I could definitely hear the difference because it wasn't as sample heavy on the first album. Right. So you were actually kind of like really kind of putting your foot down and being like, I want to go sonically in a different direction.
No, it was more so we got a lot of production from Rod. You know what I mean? We used the same technique as the first time. Got a lot of production from Rod. We got production from Randy again. Right. Did Dookie Man produce on the second joint? I don't think Dookie Man produced on the second one. Word. But he on the first one, you know what I mean? But no, it just was, I don't know. The lead single was I'm Back, Did You Miss Me? I don't know if you know what I mean?
I never heard a single. I just saw that the album came out and I bought it. So then, like, whatever the radio was, I don't know.
Let me tell you, G, it was my arrogance, G. I'm sitting back like, yo, based off the strength of the first one,
we about to kill it. Yeah. I'm about to be a god out here. Like, yo, give the peasants what they need. Like, yo, sprinkle a little Tim for them all, yo, and let them pay for it.
Yo, I'm sitting back like, yo, okay, yo, just fuck it, all right. And by that time, though, it was like, I felt like I just wanted to like do my own thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had the experience with partners and everything. And I was like, all right, I think it's about time for me to like, I don't even know if I want to fuck with this rap shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I can't help it. Right. I gotta keep.
It's a part of who you are.
Yeah, I kept writing. So then I'm starting to do. You know what I mean? Do things like as far as I did a joint with Paula. How does it feel? You feel me? So every time
that reignites a whole
you feel me? So every time I pitch something Like I'm like, damn, it's getting hit out the park. Like this got to be what what I do right here. But you know, you start getting those different blocks of time where you get these different sounds, like as far as music.
Right, got you.
So you get to lean with it, rock with it, and all that type of shit. Like that was what 2005.
Yeah.
And then like you start getting a lot of down south shit.
Right.
And I was like, remember when I said on the first album, I was like, yo, I like down south beats. So now I'm mad as shit. Like, oh look, you see these down south niggas killing this shit.
I could have been doing this. I could have been on this. Why wasn't I on this before?
Yo.
I could have been the originator.
Yo, but see, this is what an alter ego will do to you.
Right.
If you don't have that shit under control, you know what I'm saying? You start speaking in third person around this bitch.
Yo, please don't tell me you're going around saying Tim Trees likes. You mean you like? Okay, that's real.
I mean, you know,
you having some real conversation right now.
Yo, but
I respect that.
This is what I'm saying though. You have to control that arrogance. See, this is the thing. I used to like when I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid, like Ric Flair and shit.
Yes, sir.
Like the ones that you not supposed to like, right?
You used to like them.
Like, yeah. So,
the NWO and all that. Yeah,
so that's like you gotta remember the Tim Trees thing was a character that I created as a 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, well I wanna look like one of my rap, but you know what I mean? When I get older, I'm gonna be like this and that. You know what I mean? Like this is something that I'm already putting together in my head.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, I always like had that, like I was like, yo, he gotta be a little arrogant. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be a little arrogant and shit. You feel me? So
yeah, you poured the whole bucket in. You ain't pour a glass. You just put the whole.
Yeah, but you know that ain't me though. I ain't no arrogant person.
No, you don't give off that vibe. All right, so I want to go back to the second album just for a second, and then we can shoot into Paula and Davon and all them. But yo, on the second album, you had reggae on there.
Oh yeah, my man. Yeah, shout out to my man Winston, man. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
All right, I'm gonna say this, and people gonna be mad at me, yo. The second album sonically was more mature artistically. You took risks. Some of them, some shots went good, some shots went bad.
Yeah,
but I love the fact that you took the risk instead of, because the easy thing would have been, yo, give me 10 more Rod Lee joints that sound just like this. Yeah. But you went, nah, like, yo, like we talked about when you first came in, the posse cuts with the, right, you know what I mean? But it don't sound like, it didn't sound like that.
That's why I wanted it.
Right.
I mean,
and that joint was kind of dope for real. Like, I'm not, it's silly and it's funny.
Yeah.
But that shit could have worked, nigga. Like, I actually heard it in a club or two, you know what I mean? Some little rave spots or whatever. But like, you know, you had to Get Smart joint that you flipped. Yeah, I thought that was hard. And the lyrics on it is crazy. You know what I mean?
That was my shit, G.
It was ambitious. Like, I felt like I could understand why people wanted more of the one Tim. Right. And you gave them more art. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, the album cover was kind of the same. There wasn't nothing wrong with it. But I think it did lack from just not having that polarizing moment, like that Wayne, that classic, they would define it as classic Wayne Jones song. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel you. Like,
see, my ambition to make me push that bitch back out there though. I'm dead serious. I put that bitch out tonight.
Yo, I feel like
you will love the Get Smart sample. That's all right. When I did the Get Smart joint, that was Spit Part 2.
Right.
All right. So on my first album, the first song, I got a song called Spit. I'm double timing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So on this one, I'm like, all right, I need a, like, for every Dalton, you're gonna get a spit anyway. You know what I mean? So like when I heard that beat, I'm like, okay, that's Spit Part 2 right there.
Word.
Like I said, like a lot of stuff, like the decisions I was making, it was like I would just make the decision and like, okay, this is it. You know what I mean? I'm not budging on it. So, but I'm like that joint right there, yo. I was like, yo, I'm just gonna give it up on here. You know what I mean? Like I'm really ready to show off like these patterns. I'm ready to show them like my breathing and all that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking. But the average person that hear, they probably like, yeah, he was just rapping fast on that, but you know, it was slick.
But you really, I mean, once again, you were ahead of your time because then you have a whole time period where everybody's rapping on the one. So like, you know what I mean? Like that's, once again, like I said, I respected it, but I'm an artist. So like, so when I'm listening to it as an artist going, oh yeah, he flexing. Like, okay, he trying, you doing differently. Like, and I also feel like people don't remember that we came from a time period where artists, like you got Outkast who was completely different on every album.
Yeah.
You had LL Cool J that came completely different on every album. You had so many people that we looked up to, or like you said, you felt like you were in competition with.
Right.
So that you felt like, I can't come with the same old thing. I gotta take it to another space or another level. You know what I mean? Exactly. I think, in my opinion, that now that I'm listening to it, it just sounds like it's different when you in a group of people. You guys are always pushing each other to get the best, but when you get to yourself and it's you don't know. It's almost like you don't know when you're at your best or your worst. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you need that outside person to say something or
the mirror, bro.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
And to let you not be in your comfort zone.
Exactly.
Because your homeboy, or the people that really care about you, or even in business with you, are gonna be like, "Yo, come on, bro. Nah, we got to do this. Like, we got to do the radio record. Yo, where's the radio record? You was in the whole. I'm in my creative bag. I can do whatever I want.
Right.
All right, it's done. Give it to him. Yeah, right. Ric Flair. That's what it is.
You feel me?
Oh my God. So tell me about the time that you first meet Paula Campbell and you get on this song. How does it feel? Wait a minute, that's not. Yeah, it's how does it feel?
Yeah. That's what it is. All right, get the phone call. Hey, look, man, you know what I mean? All right, for one thing, right, I'm always Eddie made Bankroll. He's supposed to make a Bankroll remix, right? All right, so I want you to listen to what I'm going to say, and I want you to listen to these 3 songs, and I want you to compare them, right? And I want you to tell me if it's possible that what I'm saying is true, right? Okay, so every time, y'all working on the beat, right? I hear the beat, it got a single on there. So I hear Davon on there, so I'm like, all right, y'all. Damn, that do sound like the Bankroll beat, yo. Why you got a single on there? You feel me?
Right.
I want you to be on the song, though, all right? So I did that song, right? So call for Paula. Yo, all right, yo, let's just beat, yo. I'm like, damn, that sound
like Bankrolls.
Can I get it? You know what I mean? Can I get my goddamn remix or what? Yo, I want you to be on here, though, yo. I was like, all right, yo. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, it's gonna go, yo. I was like, all right. Like he got a knack for that type of thing. Right. He know, like he be knowing, like, yo, this gonna go. You know what I mean? It helps that you know a lot of DJs too, though, right?
Yes. It makes a big difference.
But yo, he called me. He let me hear the joint, right? And he's like, yo, you think you could do something? I was like, yeah. I wrote that in 15 minutes. No bullshit. Homeboy, here's the beds. I'm in the crib where you once lived, laying on your bed, playing PlayStation 2 with your kids. And wham. Know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm almost halfway there. Know what I mean? Like, I'm almost done. I just got to keep it in story mode. It is what it is. You dig? I ain't choose us. You chose me. You know the game, my nigga. Know what I mean? All right, now what's up, yo? I can tell from the tone of your voice, you don't like the kid with the Louis check. Let me get fresh on it real quick. You know what I mean? Word. So, like, I just ran it down like that. You study long, you study wrong. Cuddy, you gone. She let me long. She in a thong. You know what I mean? Like I just try. Like I said, all the bars I try to keep it in story mode, and I'm trying to make it slick. And I'm running it down to a nigga. You feel me? Like, yo, this is what's happening right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? My Ric Flair come out. Right? This is what's happening right now, homeboy. You know what I mean? Don't call here no more. You feel me? So basically, that's what she wanted on the song. Right. So I was like, yo, yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? Ran it down. When she heard it, I don't know exactly what was you know, if that was a personal joint that she wrote. Right. But when she heard it, it was like, yes. Like she was happy. Yeah. Right? It was a personal joint. So she wrote it about her ex, but like her getting rid of him and moving on. Okay. Yeah. Hey, look, you know, that was all business for me. Yeah, she said. They needed a hit, man. She said she didn't want you on the record, and you was like, yeah. She said y'all had spoke, and you were like, yeah, I heard that you probably didn't want me on the record, but I'm about to kill this shit. Yeah. Because Rod, yeah, that's right. Yo, when she told me that, I was
was like, that's hard as hell.
Yo, but like I said, G, like when it came down to that rap shit, like that's how I was feeling, G. Like, yo, this is my domain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you need a hit? Okay, come, I'm the man you come and get. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it proved to be a fact. You laid that verse down, she got a record deal. Like,
but you gotta remember, right? Under it all, right?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
thinking,
It's bankrolls.
right. This is bankrolls. I'm gonna kill this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who on here. I don't care if it's a singer on here or whatever. Right? This is competition. So a lot of times, like when they was calling and requesting them songs, they was like, "Yeah, can I hit Tim Trees and Davon?" Yeah, that's right. It is Tim Trees and Davon. That's right. You know what I mean? It's like, nah. But this is how I'm feeling at the time, though. Right? You know what I mean? Like, this our song. I feel like Debo for real. Like, I mean, it's our buddy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because it's real. You the big dog on campus. So it's like, people got to kind of respect the vibes. You know what I'm saying? All right. So how did you meet Davon, or how did you get involved with that record?
Same thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Riley concocting stuff.
That was the first one.
Right.
That was the first one, you know what I mean? It was the Davon joint.
Davon came first and then
Paul.
Got you.
Yep.
God damn, there's so much happening. And what are the year spans?
This is 2000 when I dropped.
Right.
2001. Right. 2002.
Right.
And 2003.
So it was like a 3-year back-to-back.
Yeah, like I had
fire.
the radio, like that shit was on rock. Like, well.
And it's like when they play, anytime they do a mix, it's always gonna be your record. Then Davon, and then Paula, and then they might switch it back around and do the whole thing over. Like, okay, that's an insane
a 3-peat right there, bro.
Yeah, well, technically we got a 4-peat, but we ain't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? But we showed up on our way. Like this story is coming along like a mother jumper. You know, like so. after Big Ego Tim, you know what I'm saying, pretty much gets himself into a place where you talk yourself out of being a rapper. You know what? I don't want to do this shit. Right. The second album come out, all these little singles come out. Everybody's jacking my style. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to do something else. Like, you know what I mean? Because obviously I could be the big dog at rap, but I could be the big dog at anything now.
No bullshit, yo. That's that F&P in me, G. That's that freedom way in me, Dad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm ambitious like that, G.
So, all right. So, So, how long do you take off from rapping?
Well, all right, 2003. Then I made a what's the name though? I made a mixtape, Too Gangster for Radio. Right? Yo, that bitch is a bomb, G. You know what I mean? It's a bomb.
Now, is this around the time when you formed Bomb First?
No.
Okay, we still before. All right. We ain't even got the Bomb First yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so
this is around about the time when Lano come home.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So this
from
is
vacation.
Yeah, this is him going into the studio. Now, man, I'm putting him in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because he already had it with him before he left.
Right.
You feel me? But when you get home, we want to keep you out of trouble. Yeah, I mean, go in the studio.
Makes sense.
He get busy. You understand what I'm saying? But like I was doing more so stuff like that. So I never really like stopped as far as the whole Tim Trees thing. It was like I said. Like I was under the shadow of Tim Trees, G. It's like it is an erected statue and it can stand by itself, bro. No bullshit, Doug. You know what I mean?
That's
it's
like
that's my competition. It's like me against like the 2001 Tim Trees with all the arrogance and everything, G. So it's like, damn, okay, I'm up against. You know what I mean?
That's deep. That's a very deep statement you just made. Continue, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Like, no, that's really what it is, G. Like, bankrolls is cursed like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, you have to really put in work to outwork bankrolls. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you drop that, it's like, all right, so what's next? Can you knock it out of here like that again? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
That's a good question and statement. I think I will answer the question with
we don't love them.
Okay.
We don't love them, and then how does it feel? And then be a friend.
Okay. Even if you put all of them, the trifecta, quadruple flip, however you want to call it, together, I still feel like it was the great moment for that time period. But it's still, it's still a creation. You know what I mean? Something you created. You can always create something better.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have, yes, you've definitely erected a very tall statue that not many people have. Honestly, I still to this day don't feel like people have surpassed it. That ubiquitous sound. Because
it's impossible because it's already stamped 20 years, down to 20 years ago.
Right.
You can't do it.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
And so many careers have been built off of that sound, like, or off of your assistance. So like it's such a major component. But anyway, so you put out the mixtape. What was the reception of that mixtape?
A lot of hood niggas. That's hard. You know what I mean? That's about it.
But that's all you wanted. I don't have it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. That's really all. I was just like, yeah, yo, they're like here we go again. My arrogance, right? Yeah, this is gonna be so hard that they're gonna hear it and they're gonna spread the word. You understand what I'm saying?
Boy, wow, you got a healthy.
Too gangster for radio.
Yeah, right.
Take that and run around town and tell everybody about it, yo.
Man, okay.
Oh, this shit'll get to you, G, if you let it, bro. You feel me? All my homies was gone. Know what I mean? You gotta remember, bro was just coming home for real. You know what I mean? So like my ego been like, I don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on that type of tip. You know what I mean? I'm drunk as hell. I'm all laid up, not trusting nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on that type of time. You feel me?
That's deep.
So yeah,
that's real deep. So Lano starts recording. Like, what are you seeing in him? Are you seeing like, yo, he can be bigger than me? Are you feeling like?
I'm feeling like that's it. Like an egg didn't hatch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from around. I'm on that same litter though, right? Mm-hmm. Like so, I've been hatched a long time ago. I was just waiting for the rest of the litter to hatch. You know what I'm saying? And bro pop up out the, you know what I mean? Pop up out the cut. And so I'm like, oh yes, you know what I mean? We got a fucking, you know what I mean? We starting to, you know what I mean? We got a team here. You know what I'm saying? And we all from the same, like we got the same ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Same morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like, yo.
So you're investing everything that you learn and all the experiences into him.
Of course.
So that he can grow properly. You know what I'm saying?
But see, like that's just the basics. You know what I mean? As far as like him and his style, like that's him. You know what I'm saying? He was always a slick little dude and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Slick little dude. I'm talking about like since we was kids.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? That's just he F&P like me. So, you know what I mean? This just a you know, you get another sample of another one of the courts. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a
fact. That's a fact. So we go on from that mixtape. Your ego takes it where it takes it. So what's the next move for Tim? Like,
all right. So that's I guess I'm just like ball hopping and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And then you know, also let's throw into the fact that around this time period, you looking at 2004, 2005. So Boss Man is coming out.
Boss Man came out in 2003. Like he was right
after you. Right.
It might have been 2002, but I think it was 2003.
So another guy now comes in and he's rapping.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole different style.
Right.
And you talk about ego. Woo, boy, like that's my dog. He got an ego too. So did you feel kind of like, what did you doing? You stepping in my space or?
We went to Maryville.
Okay. So y'all got a relationship for real.
Like, all right. Like that's one thing I will say. You know, no disrespect to none of the other high schools, but like all your slick
talking niggas coming from Maryville.
Yeah, it seemed like.
I mean, you know.
I think the boy Stars come from Maryville and all that.
That is a fact. He do come from Maryville.
I think Scar went up Maryville for, you know what I mean?
For a time period. I think he might have been at every high school. But anyway, I'm just messing around. So, all right. So Boss Man comes out. He takes it big, but he takes it to that next step because he gets signed.
Yeah.
Yo, what does that do to the Tim Trees?
Came out.
You're freaking right. Yes, sir.
Signed.
Whoa now. And 80 Dimes. It was 80 Dimes and Be Rich.
Yeah.
And they get signed. And Dookie Man goes on his whirlwind tour around the world.
Right. So like all of that, like I see me myself, like I don't see another nigga do good and be like, oh, that's supposed to be me.
Right.
That shit sound like a fucking girl to me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not them type niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I just like, yo, he doing his thing. Shout out to Trav. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One time for Boss Man. I mean, like, I was happy. The motherfucking Home of the Old joint, that was a joint that Paula dancers used to dance to. That beat. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I'm already familiar with this beat, but when I hear your rap on it and I hear the song, I'm like, damn. That motherfucker, like, 'cause I always liked the beat. That beat was always hard to me. But the way that Yo did it, he killed that shit, G. He killed it. And I always knew he could rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this shit since high school. You gotta remember that.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
like,
y'all in a whole different space. So and there's a respect level. So like he comes out, he's doing crazy numbers. Be Rich. I apologize. I don't know how. I love that album too.
And Nature's Problem. Hooli
Shalom.
Yeah,
like, shout out to Hooli.
We was like doing a promo at like the same time. Nature's Problem and Tim Trees. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I mean, it was Comp. Yeah, I mean,
Comp came out. Was do
Def
something.
Jam, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we was. You couldn't tell me like we weren't great, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, shit, we the shit. Look at this shit.
Right.
And then what was that? I was basically chilling for real. And then like 2005, I'm back in the studio with Bernie. So, you know what I mean? Like, I did like 35 joints over there with Bernie. I did the LMS Pure Necessity joint.
Right.
I did that beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else I did? I did hella shit with Bernie Doja. I don't know if you ever heard of Bernie Doja, but
not familiar, but
he a producer, man. I mean, I did a lot of
music,
shit.
man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of music.
Then what was that? 2006. That's when Watts put his thing together, and that's when, you know what I mean, it started all over again. You know what I mean, just started recording. Like, I'm talking like, yo, I got hella music, G. I got a lot of music, like from those different time periods that we talking about. I had music. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't tied in with though I could release it.
Right.
Like, you know, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was living in Atlanta. It had to been 2007, 2008, something like that. You had some music videos. It was you, Lano, and it was just like some dope records. And I think I was waiting on albums to come out, or it just seemed like you was dropping singles and you was dropping visuals. Yeah. But I remember Lano dropping a mixtape or a couple of mixtapes, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? But I don't remember you dropping an album. I could have been mistaken in that time period. You know what I mean? And I felt like, oh, all right, Tim's taking a step back to let Lano get his shine, to like get him in position to do, you know what I mean, what he needed to do. So I honestly never thought anything about it. Like, I didn't think, yo, Tim need to drop something. I was just thinking, shit, well, he got Lano, and then it seemed like he was doing a rebrand, because it was like when the Bomb first thing came around, I was like, all right, so we going in a whole different direction now. Like, so I'm thinking, these niggas about to be on some military shit or something, but it was just a vibe.
Nah, man, I was just blood of my blood first, you know what I mean? Family first. These my people, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So, like, this is basically, you know what I mean, us, then now. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Well, we slick niggas like that, so we always evolve. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, you can't just really, like, stand, like, the only thing, like, all right, for instance, like a Tim Trees, right? Right, like, yeah, that can stand.
He just referred to himself in third person. I just want y'all to notice that if y'all hadn't done so. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, yeah, that can stand. They can stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's always gonna be there. You feel me? That's my competition, G. But yo, I mean, I forgot what I was talking about.
All right, so let's go into this. So time passes, you know what I mean? A young kid, you know what I'm saying, running around Baltimore, and a freestyle late at night creates a song, and he releases it, and it's on the Bankroll beat, and then it goes on the radio, and it just so happens his name is Tate Cobain, a little 25-year-old kid who really didn't have a home, who was running around with a laptop and his manager. They end up, once again, like, off of the efforts of your creation, he now creates a career for himself. Gets signed to 300, he's out of here, he's doing his thing. This is the fourth time, like, yo, how does that make you feel? Like, I'm not even talking about his success, but just Damn,
that
nigga.
was a
Again.
Nah,
I can't get away from this shit. Like,
man, I feel like that's a blessing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you say 25? What, at the time you was 25?
yeah, he's at the time, 25.
All right, well, I thought I was 21 when I had did it, right? So
That's what he might have told the label.
no, I'm talking about me.
Oh, you was okay.
You feel me? So it's
I got you.
I can put myself in that, like I felt good for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like no bullshit. I'm like, yo, like that whole template right there, bro. You know what I mean? That beat. See, this is the thing about bankrolls that people don't understand, yo. You have to have the song, then you have to have situations going on.
That's
right?
a fact.
All right. So like when I dropped it, you got the song, you got the Super Bowl, you got Hassan Rockman winning the belt, right? The whole city is feeling a certain type of way because you got all these things going on. Then he got a theme song for it,
Got you.
right? So it worked, right? Now you gotta remember when he dropped this joint, right? What we had going on.
Shit. Oh, yeah, he made it right. Got
You know
you.
what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So the city was feeling a certain type of way. Theme song for it, know what I mean? And it's a theme song they remember already.
Right.
You feel me? It's going to work, yo. It's going to work. You know what I'm saying? And like once when I heard it, it was Ramadan, right? First time I heard it was Ramadan. So like I'm just listening to it, and I'm just making sure you don't see nothing slick. That's
Right,
it. That's all
right.
I worry about, right? Because I'm like, yo, this shit slick, right? And I'm hoping this nigga don't say no slick shit about me in this motherfucker, right? Because I'm already liking it, right? So we get to the end, and I'm like, yo, that shit slick. I fucks with it.
That's what's up.
I fucks with it. You feel me? And then it was like the way he did it. You know what I mean? It was like had the little I don't know. I wouldn't call it singing, but what he was like harmonizing,
Right.
So, yeah, yo, that shit was hard. I was like, yo,
Did you ever get a chance to meet Tate?
yeah,
and
we
spend time with him?
did. We did the showdown. What was that? That was in 2015. Also, what was it? I don't know if it was. I don't know what the hell it was, G. But I know he was down there. The 300 niggas was down there and all that. You feel me? So,
Okay. So at least you got a chance to kick it with him, dap it up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what's up. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
kinfolk.
I support and I applaud anybody from this situation that we in who can do better for themselves. You know what I mean? I applaud you, G. You know what I mean? Like that's a blessing, man.
Now I'm gonna ask you this because I in the position that the rest of us in the world live in, everybody says Baltimore is a crab in the barrel city and people don't support their own.
I think every city say that about their city. G. No bullshit, dog. I think niggas just feel like that. Oh, y'all motherfuckers trying to hold me down, man. Like, listen, yo, the situations that we put ourselves in, yo, and the company that we keep, yo, you gotta understand, yo, that all starts with us deciding to be around those people in those situations.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So like all of this shit about the mentality of other people, you know what I mean? As long as you stay the fuck away from them, you don't have to really worry about that.
That's a
You
fact.
know what I mean? But yeah, motherfuckers will try to sabotage you and all that type of shit. You feel
Right.
me? But like, well, I don't play them type of games, G. I ain't
Word.
rock with all that type of shit, dad.
It seems like from the story you telling me, it seems like the city supported you. They love
Yeah.
you. They appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just never believed it because I've seen success happen to so many young men and women from our city. You know, it's like I tell people this: if you create something that resonates with a person,
Right.
they'll go to it. You know, I'm gonna ask you this question, and if you don't have an answer, it's totally cool. Why don't you? I feel like people have not done the one thing that I seem like your whole career was based off of. In my opinion, I feel like you always thought, spoke, and acted Baltimore when you created. I don't see a lot of, in this new generation, I do see one or two people here. But why isn't it that the artists from our city don't seem to do the same thing you do naturally? Why isn't they don't, like I've asked this question to a lot of artists. I said, why y'all ain't shoot a music video and put a chicken box in that bitch?
Yo,
Why hasn't there been a music video with
can't
niggas sitting around a table eating crabs and drinking beer? Like, because that's what we do. It get hot outside, let's get the crabs. Shit, it could be wintertime. It could be freezing. We eat crabs. We eat chicken boxes. You know what I mean? There's just certain things that are, traditionally who we are. Like, if you watch West Coast videos with Snoop Dogg, them niggas play dominoes. They had 40s. Like, that was their culture. Like, yeah, like, I feel like what you did naturally, once again, when I was saying, talking with the slang, the conversational tone, like the type of track.
This is the thing that you gotta remember, right? Like, when I was doing it, it was concentrated, right? And what I mean by that is we didn't really have internet and things of that nature, right? So we're not looking at other people in different areas and seeing what they doing and stealing it. You know what I'm saying? So what you have now is you have a mixture of a bunch of different shit that's popular. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm from the soil. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? Like it was already in me, bro. You know what I mean? So like I'm too old now to see something and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah. It has always been slick to be from Baltimore.
But see, like I'm a diamond in the rough, yo. You don't really hear or see too many old school Baltimore niggas no more, G. You know what I'm saying? You're not like that's something that's like I said, it starts to get watered down as people start looking at different videos and different, like they might see like whoever popular, right? Whatever area they from, that's what they're probably gonna adopt, right? So if they see the Chicago dudes, right? It's going to affect the whole game, right? Because they the popular ones, right? You start seeing down south in there, it's going to affect the whole game because like this is where they getting their template from. Remember, my template came from NWA, but me being a Baltimore nigga, I said, yo, I'm not running around this bitch with LA hats. I'm running around this bitch with motherfucking old birds on. You know what I'm saying? I got old fitteds on, you feel me? But I got a fitted on because of NWA.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you gonna steal somebody's shit or like, use their shit, you gotta put your twist on it, G. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make it your own.
Right.
Word. So, like, what's the plan now? Like, with such a illustrious story going on, you 20 years in. So, what's Tim Trees' mentality now?
Right now, man, it's so many opportunities. G. You understand what I'm saying? Like the whole change of this whole this tool, right? This is what I call it as a tool, right? But the average person probably just uses it just, you know what I mean, for all types of dumb shit. But you can make so much happen, G. I come from a situation where you had a middleman between you and your fans. Now these days, that's done. You know what I'm saying? I get straight to my fans, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't need 1 million of them. I would appreciate it, but I don't need 1 million of them. You know what I'm saying? I just need a good 10 to 15,000 who gonna really rock out with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think I got that.
Oh yeah.
And once they hear the story, I think that number will grow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And once you put that album up on stream, that's gonna be a whole nother thing, baby. That's gonna be a resurgence, baby. That's gonna be a resurgence. Like, I think it's about that time, bro, for that 20th anniversary.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
For real. Like, yo, we gotta do the big concert. Like, I was telling Paula when I interviewed her, I said, yo, like, I asked her, I said, are you going to do something for the anniversary of your album? And she was just like, do you think people would care? And I was like, you the queen, yo. Like, you the first of your type to take off from our city. Like, and that album is legendary. It's a great album. Like, why wouldn't you? It was, yes, the album was fire. But I'm trying to think about the year that it came out.
That was 2003
right? Or 2004. So it's like somewhere around 18 years. 18, 19 years. So like, I'm like, it's necessary that we, and the same thing for your albums, both. Don't try to don't disrespect me too. All right, look, just because you got a box of them in the crib, like,
no, you see, yeah, man, I took the picture on my old steps and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Essential, man. We gotta. If you don't celebrate your wins,
Come on.
How can you expect somebody else to celebrate him? Like
Right.
you gotta celebrate.
Straight up.
And I'm like, to me, it's a win for me. Like I wanna be able to. I want you to do that show, bro. Like we need that. Tim Trees, Paula. I don't know where Davon is. Like yo,
I'm pretty sure he on. I think I seen him on Instagram.
oh, for real?
Yeah,
You might have to link me up with him, yo, because I definitely need to do that interview. But like,
okay.
yo, I would love for y'all to do that with Boss Man and Mully. Like, yo, Lano, you ain't old yet, yo. We ain't gonna put you in the old category. You cool, like give you another 10 and you be on top of that. But yo, I want that, like, just for a show, like anniversary, new album. You know what I mean? Like. Julio, I'm being disrespectful. I apologize, Julio. Please, never. Yo, he's a god, bro. He's a god.
Oh, we had a lot of. You can't forget Backward.
Yo,
you can't forget
hell yeah,
Tyreek.
Hell yeah.
You can't forget Cole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, you let Backland slip through there real quick. Like, yo, we definitely gotta get Charm City on deck. Ooh.
Yeah, you straight up.
Ooh, Backland, he on
the joint too.
Yeah, and LMS. Eric Nell and them would love, forbidden Eric Nell, they would love to come through, yo.
Yo, look, he said I had reggae on my
You know what I'm
joint.
saying? Yo, yeah, let's get pluggy, yo. Let's bring pluggy, yo. Shake that ass, yo.
That's the one pluggy did.
He did two of them.
Yo, it's dope.
He did two of them. He did the Smoke a Lot joint and Shake That Ass Girl.
Smoke a lot went crazy.
Yeah, yo, that's my shit, G.
That's good music, bro.
You
But
heard it a couple reggae songs?
yeah, like I was downtown. Like I would say the Blue Caribbean and shit, but that's the one on Park
That
Heights.
probably was pluggy, yo.
I would work with pluggy to this day, bro.
Yo,
Yeah, straight, yo. That boy a machine. I mean, that man is a machine, G. You put you on a booth, yo, or you put near some equipment, yo can write a song right. Yo, I swear, yo, right there.
like
yo.
reggae, like just can he do just straight reggae music?
Yeah, he can
That's
just go
crazy.
and do his thing. But as far as like creating,
Man,
Yo,
we gotta
he
do an
big.
album. We gotta do a reggae album. I'll be a Baltimore reggae nigga. That's gangster.
Straight
So
up.
let me wrap this interview up, and then we can continue talking. So all right, the future. Can I get a Tim Trees album in 2020?
yeah, Dalton Volume 3 on the way, man.
Holy shit, that's big right there.
I'll let you hear some
Golden
shit off.
Volume 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you hear some shit off camera.
That's what's up. All right. So I'm amped about that.
And
yo.
my son doing production.
That's what's up. See, keeping it in the family, yo.
Yeah,
Bomb
YG
first.
Beats.
Let's go.
You feel me?
Yo, let's see.
And he only 14.
What other stories am I missing? Ain't no other stories I'm missing. Ain't no
Baltimore.
yeah. Come on, give me some secret Baltimore story that you ain't told nobody in a while. Like
Oh, man.
that was like a battle late at night between you, Boss Man, Comp, and it was a crazy battle story. Or like some wild, yo.
All right, one time, what was it? It might have been a Friday night. This is before the albums dropped. This might have been in the 90s. Might have been 99, 98, something like that. So anyway, get a call from Scar or whatever. And, we was supposed to battle for years. So at this one night, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, yeah, we can battle tonight. So I went and got some damn Hennessy. I got a pint of Hennessy. I got a Gatorade. And I forgot what else, but caught the cab up his house. We teenagers, you gotta remember that, right? Catch the cab up there, right? And next thing you know, that's what the
went
battle went down. Yeah. So y'all can ask Scott about that. No.
Okay, all right, cool. I was about to say who won, because that boy battled Eminem, and I heard that was a close battle. So
Oh.
yeah, he said, all right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all gonna have to come to a conclusion on your own. To be continued. I'll let Scar tell that story, but thank you for that, because I'm gonna open with that. So Scar, I heard you had a battle with Tim Trees. Like, how did that go? So, yo, thank you, sir. I definitely so appreciate your time, bro. And
Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate your contributions to the game. Your alter ego, you know what I'm saying? He's a crazy guy, yo. Like, shout out to Tim Trees, and Wayne Jones. You know what I mean? So since you got alter ego, we don't need a Wayne Jones album. And then, you know what I mean? Just so that we can hear the differences between.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know, it's Wayne Jones music out there and it's Tim Trees music. So
get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to start digging around.
Yeah,
I'm going to dig around for that.
YouTube.
That's hard. That's
Yeah.
hard. I'm definitely going to find some shit. So, yo, keep rocking. If you
Appreciate you.
ever need my support for anything, yo, you got it. I'm definitely buying the album when it come out. You got to give me a CD, yo. You got to give me. Make sure that we do the shrink wrap and the whole nine, dog. Don't half-ass with it. Don't give me that
feel you,
little
bro.
thin joint.
No, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I'm telling you, like, cause I'm a fan. I want my volume 1, my volume 2, and my volume 3 right next to each other, nigga. Like, that's some real shit, man.
Gotcha.
Yo, we love you, yo. We support you, yo. We want you to stay healthy. You know what I mean? Like when you was like hit me with the green tea, I was like, this man on some grown man shit. I was like, all right, that's what's up.
I've been drinking this since I was a kid, though. G. I just usually don't drink it with sugar, but
Right. Oh, you ain't had to have sugar. Shoot, you saved my shit.
I usually put the honey in there. And
That's
the
a fact. Normally when I do interviews, niggas want weed or liquor or whatever. I'd be like, all right, whatever. Like, you know.
Yeah, no. See, I got kids and everything. They be,
Hey, that's a smart move.
They be watching me.
That's a smart move, bro. Hell yeah.
So a lot of my movies be political. You know what I mean? Like I try to do what I'm supposed to be doing. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up. Yeah, I appreciate the thoughtfulness. That's deep. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all follow Wayne Jones, aka Tim Trees. You know, both of them. Follow both of them. What's your social media so they can follow you?
You can follow me on YouTube under Tim Trees. I got my official artist channel. Just got that like last week from YouTube. So you can follow me on there. You can follow me on Instagram at BEEN_410FFICIAL_TIM. Right? You can find me on Facebook, Wayne Jones / Tim Trees, the business page, and Facebook, Wayne Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just experienced history right here. Just serious moment. Make sure y'all check out his brand new record. It's called Whisper. It's on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. And then definitely I'm gonna stay on top of them. We're gonna make sure we get the Dalton fan. We're gonna get Dalton Volume 1 and Dalton Volume 2 on streaming ASAP.
Right.
And make sure y'all support, keep streaming, keep buying. You can buy and you can stream. You should do both.
Right.
So like support our own. We love y'all. We check you out next week. Oh, follow me at VVC Radio, at Aries Lounge, and at JS1 Tha Supplier. Damn, it was a long interview. We check y'all next.